So, you guys want to know something? You guys want to know something? You guys want to know something? This is how you know this is random slandom. My first thing, I was just generally catching up. Or not catching up, I was saying what I was gonna, like, thinking about and doing. My second thing, I went on a crazy rant about growth. And you missed both of them! Good night, chat. Listen, if you, my face is so red right now because I'm legitimately like, I'm like embarrassed. But it's like, oh boy, I've said so much and none of it went out into the air. Oh, that's ridiculous. All right, let me recap again. My right hand also is like, I was like, you suck too, roller. I was like, thanks, right hand. It knows how to be comedic in the right moments. But here, let me explain the long story short. Long story short, YouTube has short form / long form video. I made a poll to see where people are coming from with that. Yeah. I see long forms winning right now, and there's a bunch of other stuff that I want to talk about, but I want to catch up on chat. If my right hand wants to behave. My right hand is like, ha ha, look at me go. My right hand will never get old. I'm here now. I'm here now finally. I'm finally here. I'm so sorry. Oh my gosh. I'm legitimately embarrassed right now. That's great. I'm so embarrassed. Anyways, going backwards. Going backwards to go to front. There was Ollie. Hi, Ollie. Above Ollie was, crap, I can't see that. Oh, no, I can't see that. Whatever the case. Hello, John Marston, when you talk about Arthur Morgan dying, and then now you're taking over. Thank you, I appreciate that. Hi, Neo. Hi, Hino. Hi, Iblis. I was mute. That was me. Hi, Armand. Hi, you look so happy, but we can't hear. Yeah, I understand that now. You good cat guy. Thank you, Catboy San. You good cat person too. All right. I'm so sorry, everybody. That was pretty dang embarrassing, if I do say so myself. But regardless, I'm here. Hello. I hope you all are doing well. I basically have been just ranting for 5 minutes about, I would say, if I were just to recap. I legit forgot at this point. Like, I'm just like, I'm admittingly kind of embarrassed. I'm not gonna lie. Doing it one time, that's like a haha, that's a random slam staple. But then having the mic audio muted too, oh, that's a strike two, buddy. Don't do that again. But it does eat me out on the inside. Don't ever take that out of context. We're not about that here. It does eat at me that it feels like I did something wrong, or I should be embarrassed of myself. So I'm just kind of calming down from that. I'm just chilling. I'm relaxing. I'm going for my hours as I usually do, maybe just a little bit later because, you know, who depends what happens. I also am trying to experiment and see what these polls look like. I want to see what this looks like for YouTube and what like potentially the growth can look like. Because I will be honest, like I do like seeing extra subscribers and extra likes and all this kind of stuff. And I do watch this stuff. I'm not saying that I don't. For me, my most important merit is just making sure that I can increase my outreach to everybody. So if I could do live stream in long form and short form video and have people come and join me along and just, you know, from the different ways, then that's awesome. I want to experiment with that the best I can. But also I'm using a different chat because I've come to notice that sometimes in the I use an OBS chat, but sometimes like I miss people in the OBS chat. So now I have that streamer bot thing, which is like the thing that's like posting as me. That also has like a chat that I can watch. So I'm using both of them in tandem right now because I know the OBS one, but I don't really know the streamer bot chat. So I'm just watching them like kind of like side by side to make sure I can understand, and like if I miss things, then I can know where I left off. So that's the story so far for me. How are you guys doing? What's going on with you? Alright, perfect. We're caught up. Wait. Hi, just me. There you go, see? See? That's the power of the other chat, the streamer bot chat. I missed just me by accident. And then I looked at the streamer bot. Okay then. I missed the streamer bot chat. But then I had the what was it? I had the I'm so sorry. I'm still kind of embarrassed, sort of. So like, I'm like kind of just washing that off. I have the streamer bot chat, and that has it highlights new members. Why am I guessing? I can see right here. Green? Green is first words. Okay, so it says first words, and green means that it's a new person that has joined the chat. And that helps a lot, because then that tells me if I need to acknowledge someone and say hi to them. That's a really good feature to have, because that at least allows me so I can interact with every single, at least everybody once, and at least say hello. Because sometimes chat is a little hard to keep up with sometimes, and I get that. I understand that. I'm trying to figure out many different ways to resolve that problem. But that was another thing I just realized too. There you go. That makes a little more sense too. I probably should have had music. Now you guys can finally hear the lo-fi. See, now I'm finally understanding. Now I'm getting in the main game, even though my right hand is being irresponsible right now. Do you see my right hand? Do you see this? Do y'all see this? Hey Google, change light brightness to 100%. Thanks, babe. But my controller's still not back. All right. I guess it's that mandatory right controller turn off session time. Where's the only problem here? Here it is. There you are. I found you. Anyways. Right hand's off. Right hand is off. We're here. Just desktop. Okay. I'm still doing it. I'm in it to win it. You can't stop me. You can't stop me. Thank you, Neo. You're a cutie patootie yourself. I appreciate you a lot. If we were to meet IRL, like at a convention, would you like me to hug you? I like hugs. I mean, I wouldn't be mind hugging fans, don't get me wrong. I would just make sure that we do, you know, out of good faith and everything. I definitely, I'm not the most, like, heavy hugging contact person. I think that's kind of sort of, like, more intimate kind of thing to me. But for the most part, I can do it. As long as we understand, like, what the means for it are for. I'm okay, but today I've been having a lot of mood swings. I'm sorry to hear that. Okay, my controller's back. I'm sorry to hear that, Hino. I hope, if anything, I can provide a nice, relaxing live stream the best I can. I know it was a little crazy at the very beginning when there was no sound at all, but you know what? I'm here now. So, hi, hello. I hope you all are having a fantastic night. Just having a chance to be here with each other and enjoy each other's company and time on this, you know, it's Monday? Today's Monday? Today's Monday. On this random Monday night, you know? I lose track of time a lot. That's what happens when you work for a grocery store. So, hi everybody. What's up? What's going on? How are you all doing? Is everything good? You having fun? You enjoying your time? Hi. Hello. Hi. Hello. Don't ask me. Don't ask me what that was. Just, all you need to know is sandwich. I'm getting my water real quick. I am thirsty. Man, water, I'll tell you, chat. Water, if you have not had any in the past, like, 30 somethings, then you need to drink your water right now. You know what that means? You need to drink your water right now. If you don't drink your water, I'm gonna do something. I don't know what, but it's gonna be something, and you don't want to know. So drink your water. This message is not sponsored in part by water. Roller being silly. Yes, this is. I've intended to just want to be silly today. I don't know why. I really just did. Oh. My hand's back. Here, let me make sure I catch up on chat before I get back to that point. In the street, if you ask me, damn, my hair's wet. No, I just drank water. Very good, Ollie. Very good. I'm glad you drank water. Hi, Fire. I appreciate you being here too. Thanks for stopping by. So, I'm feeling extra silly today because I don't know what it is, and I don't know why it is, but I have been really crazily watching the my own content that I made. I feel like that sounds like so conceited though, because I'm just like, I mean, I made the content, and I think this is the definition of at least one of the reasons how being an anime girl comes to pay me back, because I made that video and I haven't stopped watching that video because it's so damn cute, and I'm a huge sucker for cute. Is that like end goal stuff, or like you could be like, oh, my my content is so good, or my content's so peak that I can just watch it consecutively, which I'm happy that I'm happy that I enjoy my content, but it also sounds kind of a little weird. I don't know, but regardless though, I just like I don't know. I just like cute things, okay? And I know it's cute. I'm so confused. I'm so confused why I like it so much, and it feels so conceited, like, because I'm just like, it's my own content. You know what I mean? But I mean, yeah. It inspires me to be more cute again. I like being cute. It's fun. It's enjoyable. It's a good time all around. I don't have to be so serious. I don't have to be so focused so much. I can just do a bunch of random, silly, kooky things and call it a day. You know what I mean? Not necessarily saying I want all live streams to be like this, but I just like the idea of just bobbing my head, weaving my head, and just having like a, I don't know, a more chill conversation, I suppose. A chance to be able to talk to you all. But also, I think I'm fearful at the same time this is going to be also more of a yapping live stream, and I have to keep that in mind. But I'm working on it. I'm working on it. You eat babies. What the heck? I don't eat babies. You're silly. I could do the same things here. Okay, cool. Bye, Ollie. I hope you take care. Did my... Uh-oh. My gosh. Oh, another thing to have to deal with. This is great. This is one of the live streams of all time. I'll tell you that much. So guys, as you see, my body's being absolutely destroyed right now. And there's only reason why that can happen. It's because my Wi-Fi decided to turn off. Oh, it's coming back faster than I thought. Oh, it's back already. Okay. That was a lot. That was a lot faster than usual, but it does that sometimes. So, and I don't know the root cause quite yet. I'm pretty sure it's because of the Quest Pro, amongst other things that are a problem with the Quest Pro, but I digress. Back to chat. Close that, please. Oh, I can't use the mouse anymore. That's nice. Oh my gosh, these things are just, oh no. Okay, that works. I can't. Oh my gosh. And virtual desktop also just betrays me too. Alright, I have an idea. Get over here. Does that work? It works! Yay! I fixed it. Sorry for the technical difficulties, everybody. I don't mean it to happen, but if it happens, well, I'm gonna make sure I resolve the problem. So, technical difficulties, please stand by. Anyways, continue reading chat. We don't see our own work the way others see it because we have seen things others didn't. You know, it's a pretty good point, Evis, actually. I guess, technically speaking, by the matter of content, you kind of make what you want to see, more or less. And ironically, you want to see it because it hasn't probably been done before. So, that's actually a pretty good point. And realistically speaking, I made that because I was like, wow, you know, a lot of times I have things in my head that I'm just like, wow, I can daydream it all I want. But sometimes I have a chance to turn it into reality. Hold on. Google has to help me here. Hey, Google, change the AC to 68 degrees. It is very hot in here, I'll say that much. But what I was getting about is, I feel like, yes, then I should be okay with the content that I made, because by the end of the day, I made it because of what somebody else hasn't. If someone did, then I'd probably be very enamored with that video, you know what I mean? So, I do like the way you look at it, Iblis. That's nice. Roller, what's your favorite thing about full body tracking? One more question. What's your favorite time of day? So you know, my favorite part about full body tracking for sure has to be just the immersive feeling that it provides. Like, think about it. Hold on, let me drink some water before I continue with this. Water is good. So, full body tracking as a whole really just exhibits a merit of like the sense of space. Ah, jeez, this camera's in a bad spot. I'm gonna be right here. That's not right. This, and then this. The sense of space. Like, being able to just... Oh, my head's a little too high. That's a little better. Being able to just, like, stand here, in this room, in this spot. Being able to actually, like, look around. Seeing my body. Seeing me walking in this environment. Like, everything around me. Being able to just witness it. Observe it. See it. And you know, you all see it behind the flat screen, but when you're in it, when you stand in it with full body, with face tracking, it's a very mesmerizing feeling. So I think the best part about full body tracking for sure is the sheer immersion that it provides. And it's not the easiest thing, you know, kind of sort of sometimes, but when you get a decent enough grip on it and you really kind of just like, you know, letting your imagination do some of the heavy work sometimes, the results, like I'm here right here. I have a chance to be able to like lock into a different mindset and just kind of turn out a real world peripheral. I'm here. I'm in this location. I'm in this spot. There's a TV on the wall. There's record players. There's a nice wooden aesthetic here. It's nice. It's lovely. It's great to see. And being able to see yourself in a mirror, moving around, being able to kick, interact with things, or just exist in it. In the full body sense, in the face tracking sense, it's extremely immersive. So I guess my answer would be extremely immersive. And the second question isn't really even really a question. What's my favorite time of day? Night, most definitely. Are you kidding me? I'm more of a night bird for sure. I can't, like, morning times, if it's anything before, like, let's say, if it's before anything like, let's say, 10 a.m., bad. But more like tomorrow, for example, I'm gonna have to do that anyway, so it is what it is. What are you gonna do? But yeah, thank you for the question, Tino. I had enough time to finish some builds ahead of Minecraft. I'm happy to hear that, Fire. I'm glad that you're here too. Plus transforms into phase 2. Transforms to phase 2. Hey Roller, how do I get XP for your streams? Honestly, John Marston, I'm really sorry, but I don't know personally. Like, I do not know how that whole XP system works out legitimately. Like, maybe again, I hate saying I don't know, so maybe I should do more research, but I also don't think it's super impactful enough for me to like be like, well, I really should put research into it. It's kind of just like a leaderboard system, and I've been trying to figure out like how the factors and the merits work and making you first, second, and third, but it's kind of a mystery because like a new user joins and they're number 1 for like the next 3 streams. Some people join and they're never number 1 or even number 2 or 3. So I'm like, what is this? How does the system work? It's very confusing. It's very weird. But if anything, there has to be some rhyme or reason. So maybe I should do my due diligence for you guys, because that's the second time you asked, and I'm like, I really don't know, or at least the second time somebody has asked. So maybe I should do my due diligence, honestly. Watching and sending messages. I mean, I believe that's correct, but I feel like new users have a boost for some reason. I don't know why. It's a strange system. I don't entirely know it exactly. For no reason, it would be funny to make a video just spinning and changing worlds. I like that. That's a pretty good idea, actually. Huh. I actually like that video idea. I think I'm gonna do something with that. So thank you, Fire. I think I'll keep that in the I keep that in the brain bank. That's like I immediately like saw the vision in my head the moment like you said it. So I will figure out a way. Thanks. That's actually pretty cool. Yes, that sounds so awesome. The moon haunts you, like Moon Knight from Marvel Rivals. Anyways, Pan, thank you for coming back. I just want to see some numbers real quick because I want to assess what's going on. So I see right here. No, I'm gonna keep that poll open. What is this? Okay, it's less from short form, long from long form, but it's 9 votes. Okay, so this is what I've come to assess. This is probably not like the best format to live stream because my reach is significantly less. And I know I don't sound like I like care about the numbers and whatnot, but I still have to engage and boost my engagement some way somehow. So this is technically isn't it because I guess it's not doing dual stream, or maybe it is, but well, no, some people said they came from short form somehow, so that it has to be working in some way. I just don't entirely know how it works, or if it potentially like affects your reach in some way. I just assumed it sounded like No, I guess maybe YouTube is still kind of maybe kinking out how like they can determine a long form to be a short form, even though I did check dual stream from what I recall. Regardless though, I'm not really worried about it. I still want to make sure I live stream, and I want to make sure the people who are here right now, like the time of day, you know? So I'm not too worried about it personally. I still want to have a chance to be able to just like say rattle a bunch of stuff into the empty air. So with that being said, I'm gonna chill a bit. Hello. So I will say this. I like live streaming. I think it's a very fun time. I very much enjoy it. But sometimes I just like having the chance of like technically being I'm technically in front of a mirror right now, and I'm literally just yapping away into the mirror. Now, of course, I have people I respond to as well, but when it's smaller live streams like this, I can just like do that a little more calmly. I can talk to you guys. I can relax. I can, you know, just feel like I gather a couple people and we just have a good conversation and we enjoy each other's company and time. That's something that I cherish a lot in live streams. And I've thought about being more of a performer, like, you know, going across different worlds and doing different things. I've thought about doing a horror world again. I'm not the best at horror worlds, but I mean, it's fun, it's cool, and at the very least, like, when I have a chat by my side that can help me, like, guide through it and stuff like that, that still makes it enjoyable for me, too. So I'll still have those genuine reactions, though, because I don't play horror worlds. I have no idea what happens in them. But for the most part, I just want to find opportunities and ways to be able to, like, expand upon things, especially lately. I have had a really big invigoration to just want to try to do more stuff. That's why I'm doing my cafe event tomorrow. I've legitimately missed doing my cafe events. Like, I want to use my cafe maid avatar. I want to go to cafe worlds. I want to reunite with my staff again. I want to do stuff where it's just like, you know, I'm actually there for my community. And, you know, all of December was a crazy time for me to even have a chance to try to do anything with you all. But I tried moments where I could. I still, at the very least, tried to make sure I can do, like, at least one event a week. And maybe they didn't last too long, but I still wanted to be there. And I still made sure I at least did one live stream. And I hosted as many short form videos as I could. Like, I still was trying. It's not that I wasn't. And I made some pretty good pieces of content too. Like, I made the Christmas one. I like that one. I like the Happy New Year's one. That was a good one. I like Area 52, honestly. That was pretty enjoyable as well. But no, that was January. Stuff that I made in December. I've made some stuff in December, but I kind of forgot what I made. I make so much content at this point. I'm just like, I don't exactly know what was and what wasn't, you know? Regardless, though, I do want to try to have a return to form, sort of. I can't say things will go back to normal because, in fact, I have other things in my life now that I'm actually taking on, which is not a bad thing. In fact, it's a great thing. It's helping reinvigorate me and helping me continue to go forward. So, yeah, I'm just trying my best to just be better, like, do better. And if anything, that's just a more efficient use of my time and a more efficient use of my energy, too. Just sometimes a changed mindset could do a lot of things. And that's what I'm kind of trying to do right now, just to make sure I can, like, reinvigorate myself and actually find opportunity in what I want to do. I think it's because work was kind of, like, really putting me down because it's very quiet and dead. And I don't like being, like, not stimulated because then it really drains my whole day. But work will probably get back to going, like, a little more crazy and busy. And I'm very happy about that. So my life will come back. It's kind of hard though because you can't seem like you could take a break as a VTuber. Like, people are always yearning for content, so you can't just, like, slow down and relax. There's other things I have to do too. But I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I still have my chances to relax and calm down where I could, along with meeting new friends along the way to just have fun, and also having you guys to help me out wherever you can. I say that I appreciate you guys a lot. I really do. Even those that are here right now, and I know I'm not talking in chat a lot, which I'm going to talk very soon. I still just want to make sure you guys know that I'm forever grateful that you are here, and thank you for being here with me. Like, this is nice. I enjoy the time that we have here, and I hope you can continue to, at the very least, enjoy for the next couple minutes, if anything. Good night, Hino. Hi, Yorghurt? Yorghurt? Is that your name? Yorghurt? I'm gonna say Yorghurt. Hi, Yorghurt. I appreciate you being here. Thanks for stopping by. Why did I take a photo? Alright, I'm still just checking to make sure everything's working. Alright, so, on the topic of other things, let me get some water real quick. on the topic of other things, I think the next thing I want to talk about is, you know, that's the thing. I feel like I could spin a conversation for just about anything and everything. I can legitimately just yap off into the ether. A lot of you guys know this, and I don't exactly want to get to that point. I want to make sure that people join the chat and they have questions and whatnot, that I want to give them a chance to be able to speak about what they want to say. Now, I totally understand that at this point, this whole dual live stream format is maybe not working in the best interest right now, but I appreciate YouTube trying to engage, trying to outreach even further. But unfortunately, I don't think this is exactly working right now. I'm better off just doing a short form live stream and then just kind of having a lot more engagement and views. But I'm never upset about being able to just chill and just kind of ramble with my mind off. Like, I can just hack all this stuff into VODs, and I know that sounds kind of cheap. Sounds cheap to me, at least, but I mean, that's just free content, you know. I'm basically making my content on the spot, and you know, if I really want to be sleazy with it, I could continuously live stream and just talk like this. But then I feel like if I do this too, then inevitably more people will join this too, and then that becomes where it's like I can't just do this like this. However, long form is nice because I feel like I don't have to cram myself into a box. I feel like I actually can just lay back a little more and just there's more of me to see instead of just me having to be all condensed in some sort of weird square. It's nicer this way. More room. This is widescreen only edition. More room. So, of course, I try to prepare for the short form too, because technically speaking, look at me at least has my face in frame at all times. So. And if my face is going to be in frame, I want to make sure that it lines up with the grid up here, so that way my eyes are kind of in a good focus. So, I mean, I put some thought into just about everything that I do, just to see if I have ways to at least make it a little more tantalizing to look at, if that makes sense. I'm happy that you're chilling, Young Kurt. Thank you for being here. This is kind of an experiment to see how long form / short form duality is working. It's obviously not, from what I gather, not working in my favor, in my opinion, but that's part of the fun, just being able to figure this stuff out and see what YouTube might try to do next. So what's up? Honestly, this is kind of relieving because I was kind of thinking on the opposite end of the spectrum. Maybe I hampered my expectations by doing that, but regardless, I'm also kind of happy about it because, again, I'm basically recording content right now and just talking. And the stuff that I'm saying right now, I can't just take that back. Everything that I do, everything that I say right now, I'm doing it all impromptu. This is what live streaming is all about. Live streaming is tough. You got to be able to have the chance to be able to think on your feet and be quick-witted in a lot of things. You're not going to be able to do that if you just don't challenge yourself every now and then. And I think honestly, live streaming is sometimes one of the best challenges I can ever do in order for me to figure out how I can continue to think light on my feet and do some quick action discussion and questions and thinking. But at the same time too, sometimes it's just nice to take a break. I don't exactly have to be going crazy daisy and talking to a lot of people all at once. That's also why I was doing some experimental things to make that a little easier for me. But right now I'm just chilling. I'm technically recording content right now, and overall, I don't mind just talking to myself more or less. Do you think a karaoke event would be fun? Having everyone who want sing together, I think it could be fun. Excuse me, let me get some more water. I have been thinking about the idea of more events, honestly. I do want to make I want to do some events where it's just we go to one world in particular. I did that one time and I want to do it again. That one time was Audience Anarchy. And I like that because there's no preparation for me really. It's just we just go there, we do that particular one thing for an hour, maybe 45 minutes, and then we just leave. That's nice because that means if I have a world I want to do or I have an idea I want to try to invoke upon, I can just be hey guys, I have this, hey guys, you want to do this for me? And then we just do it together. I think it's fun. It's almost empowering in a way because there's a lot of cool stuff in VR chat, but a lot of people out there feel hey, I don't really have a way of doing this stuff or playing with people. But you have me. you have me to have a chance to be able to like do different things, like do different worlds. Of course, you have to run it by me first before we can consider it, but like for the random events, like I've done games that have been recommended to me by other members, and some of them are pretty good, I'm not gonna lie. Like I remember playing Gimbal Arena, and I thought Gimbal Arena was a lot of fun, but for the most part, like just being able to find these different worlds and have you guys actually collaborate and participate in that way is nice. I want to make sure I can show in some way that Random Slam is a collaborative effort, sometimes a little more collaborative in some ways than others, but I still appreciate you guys' feedback. I want to make sure that I can find ways to maybe do things a little more like better, I would say. And I know I have some opportunities for sure. Like I need to actually host a Discord event or actually do a watch party. I'm still like reevaluating those sometimes, and if anything, I'm also trying to reevaluate my time as a whole. I still have to be considerate how much time I have these days, so I'm still just wanting to make sure I can figure that out as well. But for the most part, Iblis, to go back around to answer your question, a karaoke night does sound pretty cool. I wouldn't mind doing it. I think like the thing is, people had to break off into separate rooms and then do like a party system or whatnot. I think there's only one karaoke world though. I'll have to figure that out. I'll have to find karaoke worlds and go from there. Where was I? And you got a very good point there, Iblis. Like, you, sometimes, like, there's really, really good worlds out there, but sometimes people just don't play them at all, and that's really unfortunate. It's funny because, I actually found another world called Pew Pew. It's literally what the name of the world is called. And that world is like kind of like an arena shooter kind of thing, and I actually want to play that with you all. And it's I like it because I'm like, oh, nobody's playing this game, but I can just decide, hey guys, let's play this game, and then we all play this game. But I also want to make sure I give you guys that chance too. Like if you guys find really cool worlds, I want you to tell me and give me feedback so we can probably do it in like a random night. And I deliberately do my random nights the time that I do them because it allows for American people to come on during like midday, and it allows the European people to come on during the nighttime. Like I hear you Europeans a lot, and I hear what your feedback is. Like you guys, it's very late for you all, so you can't actually talk or anything, and that's not fair for you all. Like if you do want to actually have discussion and engage with everybody, I don't want to have to sit there and be like, well, you guys can't talk because, you know, it's a very inconvenient time for you. So I want to make sure I find chances to be able to like work on that as well, you know. Hold on. Is this better? Is this a good angle? I think this is a pretty good angle in my opinion. Perfect. 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 That's good. That's good. That's good. I like that. I like that. Yeah. Yeah. We finally asked for game world, but he doesn't want to play with me because I'm on PC while he's in VR. I also came to realize too that what was it? The realistic shooting world that we went to, the last hangout event. Apparently, the PC people could not reload, and I feel kind of bad about that, honestly. So, I'll play make some PC. Is it because when you're on PC you have better aim? I mean, obviously PC players are more likely to have the better aim because it's like mouse and keyboard controls have been like a thing for the longest time, whereas like, you know, VR aiming control is still an art that needs to be mastered, and it's harder to do like if you don't have very good PC for PC and VR and all that kind of stuff. So I would imagine like it may not be a good idea because, well, big yawns, because PC you could just like, you're like VR you have to be like, PC is like and then you're like destroyed or something, you know what I mean? Back that up a bit. That's a little better. Anyways, everybody, I hope you're all doing well tonight. I increase the brightness. I excuse me. Man, I've been talking a lot today and yesterday. Regardless, though, I still want to make sure that I can be here, you know? And this experiment was interesting, sure, but I'm still going to make content. The people who actually took the time to be here, I still want to be here for you. So, thank you. If you're still here, thank you so much for stopping by. And I hope, if anything, like, there's a way for, like, I'm like some comforting conversation, or maybe like a pretty good, like, person to listen to at the very least. I'm not really too worried about it. What else would I want to talk about, honestly? What is Comcast? Hello, Daniel Gallinal. Hello, Daniel Gallinal. I appreciate you being here. Thanks for stopping by. What's Comcast? Are you asking that? Excuse me. Oh, that's fair. I mean, Comcast is like a telecommunications company that offers what is it? Internet connection to particular households all across America, and it was founded sometime in the 70s, and it had the chance to be able to help house a lot of Americans and make sure that they have a chance to be able to have internet access in order to watch their funny, cute little cat girl videos and enjoy the time to make sure they'd be able to, you know, also do some interesting stuff. Also, they rebranded and they renamed themselves to Xfinity, because Comcast is not cool enough, apparently. So you gotta have an X in your name. If you don't have an X in your company name, your company sucks. It's just a fact of life. Sorry. In fact, even Random Slandom sucks because there's no X in the name. So I have to rename Random Slandom to Random Slandom X, and that's gonna be like the Extreme Edition. Man, I should legitimately make that, honestly, at this point. Hi, Pokeboy. Love the vibe. Sleeping low. Hi, Pokeboy. I appreciate you being here. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate you being here too, Yorghurt. Yorgie. My hand. I kind of like gauge my mood depending on like what kind of live stream that I'm hosting. And right now, like, since it's not a short form, it's a lot more chill. I'm a relax. But I'm a lot more eepy. Like, I will not deny, I don't have to focus too hard on what I'm saying or like the stuff that I'm reading when it's not too intense, you know what I mean? And I'm getting a little bit better about it, like I'm finding my pacings and all that kind of stuff, but it's still wild sometimes. It's wicked. I'm just fearful that there's gonna come a point in time where like eventually I can't respond to everybody in a timely manner. That's why I'm trying to focus more on just like people who talk first, like they say like first mention like and whatnot for like Streambot. Then I want to make sure I can at very least say hi if you come in. That's the important part to me. And maybe answer a question here and there and just be able to like go from there, you know what I mean? Hello, making animation of the Irish trend. Is that Lo-Fi Girl on the TV? Yes, that is indeed Lo-Fi Girl. That's Lo-Fi Girl. Cause I have Lo-Fi. I have Lo-Fi on right now. I'm just chilling. But I appreciate. What'd you say you're making? Making animation of the Iris out trend. What is the Iris out trend? I'm very curious what that is. Oh no, my water. I almost kicked my water into submission. Oh, and my foot was almost in the camera too. No, this isn't that kind of live stream, you sillies. This is a roller live stream where we're just chill, relax, grooving. This is nice. Like, I like being able to just I'm enjoying the time just sitting like this in front of the camera and just chilling, you know? So I'm happy that you're here. Thanks for stopping by. It's a trend of a dance of the song Iris Out. I aim making a 2D animation of it. Interesting. What is Iris Out? Maybe I should look that up after I finish this live stream. But that's pretty cool, actually. I appreciate you telling me. I did not know that was actually a trend or anything, but maybe I should do my research and figure out what that might be, you know? Regardless, though, I hope you're having a fantastic day. My day's been pretty chill, actually. I actually got a lot done, and I'm very happy with the things that I've actually done personally. So I'm pretty proud of myself for that, and I hope you're doing well too. However, I think I'm getting sick, and that's not good. I need some water though. Water is good, but my left nostril is stuffy, So I'm not entirely certain if that's good or bad. I guess only time will tell. Hello. Watch FNAF 2 movie finally. Oh, I thought it was like Zelda Lo-Fi for a second. But you watch FNAF 2? Watch FNAF 2 movie finally. Congratulations, you won. I've was never really a huge fan of FNAF personally to want to watch FNAF, but I heard some really good things about FNAF 2 the movie that like are like good for the FNAF fans. Like as a movie itself, it's not that good, but for FNAF fans, it's a fantastic movie. Kind of like Sonic the Hedgehog. I think 1, 2, and 3. I don't know if they were good movies to like the average moviegoer, but they were very good movies for Sonic the Hedgehog fans. Like they paid, excuse me, my throat. They paid a very good homage to a lot of things in Sonic the Hedgehog 1, 2, and 3 from what I gathered. I haven't watched it yet personally, but I'm gonna probably watch it at some point. Regardless though, excuse me. I suppose while I'm here, I may as well kind of make an impromptu lesson. Do I have any that I've been rattling off of lately? Have I? I could probably make one if I really want to. Oh, actually, I have one. I do have one, actually. And it's funny because it's a random pondering that I have in relation to the video that I made of Peppermint. So, I've thought about this for a while before I posted the video or even made the video. Peppermint by Jack Stauber, when you look at it, when you hear the song, it's got very cutesy like visuals, audio, and very cute lyricists, and of course Jack Stauber himself. Now, the whole song is so cutesy-dootsy, but the reality is, like, the actual song itself is kind of like, the girl just has really lack of communication and is almost effectively kind of like punishing the guy just for trying to offer and invite something, which that by itself is almost kind of like a manipulation. And I've thought about that for a while, because I'm like, if I make a video out of this, am I like promoting that? Which obviously the answer is no. I'm not promoting any kind of like miscommunications amongst relationships and whatnot, but it's stuff to consider and stuff to think about, because if I want to do certain things, I have to be considerate when I'm large enough what image I may provide. If I do something and make a music video off of something, it could like music video off of like anything, for example. If I make cute stuff, then people are going to see it as cute content. But if I like, let's say, swing another way where I incidentally like involve into something that's like maybe more controversial or potentially has negative tendencies behind it, then I may inadvertently slander myself by not putting enough consideration into what something is or could be conveyed as, which frankly I think is kind of unfair. And also at the same time too, I don't think people really think like that, especially since I'm not like the biggest content creator out there. I don't have to put small little baby steps into every single little thing that I do. And plus, when I get larger, I don't want to have to do that either. Like, I want to be able to just do whatever I want to do and have a straight up standard towards things. I don't want to have to think about like this careful thing or that careful thing. And don't get me wrong, I very much do. I'm not sitting here being like, I'm just going to pump whatever content I want out there. Because if I really wanted to, I would just shake my, like, forgive me for being crass, I'll just shake my tits and ass and just do that just for a great sense of attention and views. Like, anybody can do that. Anybody can grab a very thick, busty 3D model and just do that. But that's not me. That's not what I want to do. And that's also kind of comes back when I made the video of integrity. I want to be able to be someone that at least holds on some sort of fundamental values. And my fundamental values were established based off of providing people positivity and hope. And my right hand not working. Regardless, I I've established values based off of positivity and hope, and I want to make sure that I can follow that the best I can. Sure, there may be some times where it may waver somewhat, but I don't want it to waver as far as to the point where it's like I've completely changed as a person. And I always evaluate myself. I always understand what I'm doing, and I always want to make sure my next step is careful and considerate. I try to be as ethical as I can. I don't want you guys to support someone that decides I'm going to sell out or I'm going to do something that, he typically wouldn't do. I want to be better than that. I want to be someone that you can kind of predict, more or less, Like, you're not going to suddenly see, like crazy sex and nudity stuff out of me, but you also might see a creative experimental thing that also makes you predictable in other ways. Regardless, I want to instill an image. I want to present something that people of all ages can look at, and audiences that can look at it and be like, well, there's nothing wrong with this content, really. And don't get me wrong, I'm not necessarily opposed to the idea of collaborating with other people who maybe don't make such honest content, but I would merely be there for entertainment purposes only, and I would still make sure that I curate my content accordingly. This may waver and falter every now and then as the time goes on, and I may have more collabs, or more streamers, or more subscribers, or all this kind of stuff. There's a lot of twists and turns in all of this, and I don't have all the answers. I don't know what I'm looking for, and I really don't know what lies ahead for me. I could do research, I could try to figure things out, but honestly, I just want to keep going. I just want to see what's at the end. There has to be something at the end, right? So, I speak all of this candidly and honestly because I'm not saying that I'm like so confident in my ways and I'm going to be a super strong VTuber through and through. There's moments at times where I feel insecurities. There's moments at times where I feel like why does this person get that and why does this person get this? I'm not necessarily saying I'm a perfect human being, but I will still try my best to make sure I keep a positive image. I define to you all that I try to be someone who knows what must be done and will do anything and everything the best they can to make it happen. I have a lot of thoughts and emotions and feelings for sure. I just don't pour it out in front of a camera because things that may potentially be negative or controversial or whatever else may be, I want to make sure that I can let it out in a healthy way, not in a rather crass or rude or crazy way, which I have done many times in the past. I just want to be better, and there's right ways to do things and there's wrong ways to do things. So I hope, if anything, I can continue to do more right and I can continue to do less wrong. Anyways, anybody in chat? Hello, you got. Yeah, it didn't even feel very Van Affleck, but it had a lot of good references and a lot of good YouTuber cameos. That's what people were telling me, actually. Was MatPat there? I'm very curious if MatPat was there. Honestly, I'd like to imagine MatPat was there because he was a huge surveyor of like all this like FNAF stuff. You know what I mean? So, Chad, I may actually be getting sick. Let me get some water real quick. Water has been acquired. Anyways. I shouldn't be having too much energy too. I need a moment's hug. Oh, Evelise, come here. I hope that was good. I didn't really see it because I was like getting really close to the camera, but I hope you enjoyed the hug. Topics, put a warning at the beginning. Small con, that's actually a very good point. I should keep that in mind for sure, because then at the very least, like, actually I've done that once before. Because I have done some, I've had something called nice people versus good people, and technically speaking, it's like taking like the nice person mentality and saying that those people are not exactly good people, and that's kind of like in a negative connotation, So I did put a warning of an opinionated piece in front of it. I think I will do that, but at the same time too, I also don't want to be viewed as that person that's like opinionated to the point where it's like, oh, he has an opinion on everything, and it's like, it's just effectively just his opinion is always right, and I don't like that idea. I don't want people to think that I say something and all of a sudden it's like that's law. Like, I have a lot of experience, I have a lot of knowledge, and I have a lot of wisdom, but that doesn't necessarily mean I'm always right. I own up to my mistakes. I really do. I want to make sure that if I am objectively wrong, or maybe I hurt someone's feelings, or maybe like, there's ways I could have approached it better, I will be honest. I will say sorry, and overall, I will make sure that I let you know that I just want to seek amends. There's some times out there where it feels like people maybe don't deserve a sorry, but to the best of our ability, we just have to find at least closure. And remember, just because you say sorry doesn't exactly mean you forgive them. Sometimes it just doesn't mean that you forget. Remember, you can forgive, but you don't forget. So, yeah. How long in general does it usually take to get all your tracking on? Hi, Skazedis. I appreciate you being here. Thanks for stopping by. When you get really efficient at it, it takes about like 10 minutes. Like, I'm serious. Like, I've had times, if I really wanted to, like, the theoretical limit is this. Turn on the trackers, give them 2 minutes to like settle. Put them on about 5 minutes. I can also put my headset on at the same time. So as I'm putting my headset on, I turn on all the software while putting on the trackers and turning on the microphone and getting at least into my home world so I can start live streaming. All of that stuff takes about, at max, maybe 10 minutes. At max. Which is crazy because, you know, there's a lot of games out there where, like Xbox, for example, where you just turn on your Xbox and then press your favorite console game and boom, you're in the game. VR, full body tracking, VR stuff it takes a while sometimes, you know? And that's not including the efficiencies that I've added, like start this in startup and start that on startup and all that kind of stuff. My room's still kind of hot, isn't it? No, it's not. So, it's to do all of this, I have to provide at least 10 minutes of effort just to do it. But you know what? You guys are worth it. I'm more than happy to provide like a good show the best I can to let you all be like at least captivated for a little bit. There we go, it's better. To let you all be captivated for a little bit. I mean, I enjoy this. Even if I'm not streaming to a lot of people right now, I still have chances to be able to hack apart all of this and just make it into VODs. Like, there's value in every single piece of this. And I want you all to know that. So that 10 minutes that I spend is nothing compared to the value that I see personally. So that's a good question. I like that, Scott's edits. Thank you. MatPat voice Toy Bonnie? That's crazy. Want to voice art my OC for my indie show? I would have to politely decline for now, but I appreciate you considering me. I might make a joke by having my OC spinning to 20 minutes with me. I might excuse me. I might make a joke by having my OC spinning to 20 minutes of me. I'm sorry, Fire. I had to read that twice to kind of try to understand, but I don't really understand what you're asking or saying. I greatly apologize. Can you please clarify what you're saying? Merp? 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 Hello again. Hello, silly goober. That is cute. I appreciate you being here. Thanks for stopping by. I was, for those of you who might have found me in long form video, I'm actually really impressed. I'm legitimately impressed. Hold on, how many votes? I'm legitimately impressed that like technically 40% of 15 votes was still short form video. So it does work. I did not know. I'm happy to see that. I'm happy to recognize that. But I think what it's doing, it's technically, it's putting me into a long form video bracket, I think. But it's not really doing the same for short form video. You could probably find me through short form video, but you're not finding me through the engagement of short form video, I think. And that's how I honestly get a lot of my engaging viewers. They're just scrolling through live streams and then they come across mine and they see, wow, an anime girl with white hair and yaps their ear off. Look, let me stay by and watch this. But I don't think that's actually working. I think it's long form videos where you guys have to click in. You may swipe up into it maybe. I don't know. Like, I'm just like curious. I think it may treat it like a long form. I don't know. I really don't know. I don't know what they're trying to do with this. But whatever the case, I'm chilling. I have no worries about it. I appreciate the people who did come by, and I'm thank you so much for actually like spending time here with me. I remember when I was live streaming to 0 people or even 1 person who just wouldn't talk. It could be disheartening, sure. It can seem upsetting, but I'm not upset at all. Like, there's so much value to be had just live streaming to honestly nobody. And the people that come in here and say stuff, I just want to make sure that you feel like you're being seen and heard too. Does finding one of your short streams way long ago counts as shorts? It counts as live, but what I can do really easily with the short form live streams, I can just like record a piece that I want and then just like bring that into a video editor, do like a bit like polishing work, and then just put that on YouTube to make it into a VOD. I might do that with this to make short form videos out of this. I would prefer my long form videos maybe just be more like they'd be more like original. My short form though, I can do VODs. That's fine. So I still see value within this. I'm not upset or sad that maybe my viewer count isn't typically what a short form video algorithm is. And besides, I'm glad that I got to experiment with it. I'm very happy that I had a chance to be able to see some short form people come their way some way somehow. And the fact that like, you know, people still decided to participate and tell me what that was does mean a lot to me too. So thank you for everybody who participated. I see some cuties in the chat and on screen. Hi, Roly Poly. Hi, GRX. I appreciate you being here. Thanks for stopping by. It's just going to be me spinning my OCM VR chat as PC. Oh, okay, I got you. That sounds pretty cool, Fire. I hope I wish you best of luck on that video. I think you're making it a video, so best of luck on it. GRX, I'm trying something a little more experimental. I was trying this live stream where it's long form and short form at the same time, because YouTube apparently is now allowing dual live streaming. But what I'm trying to figure out right now is like, I will not deny. Right hand. Hello? Right hand, come back. Sometimes if I'm lucky, right hand does come back without needing to reset. Come on. You can do it. Come on, you can do it. You got this, sweetie. You got this. It did it. It did it. It did it. It did it eventually. Whatever the case, it looks like it puts me into like a long form live stream bracket, which I don't do very well in because I'm not really a long form content creator. I'm a short form content creator. So this is a much smaller live stream. I'm not necessarily too upset about it because I'm also going to do more long form live streams when I do my random events. I'm actually going to live stream those, but from my POV. So for example, like this, like looking around and just seeing me and you guys seeing me as well. Hold on, let me do this if I'm gonna do this. So you guys can see me as well and all that kind of stuff. You see my hand doing crazy things, you know? But for the most part, I want to make sure that I can find chances to be able to, you know, be inclusive to everybody the best I can. I'm gonna turn this off. Oh, the right control is getting warm. That's why it's upset with me. Let me do this real quick. But I want to make sure I have the chance to be able to outreach to you guys and to be able to like find different ways and experimental ways to make sure I can still involve you all. Like, I want you guys to see my events. I really do. My problem here is that sometimes I just can't keep up with chat and I feel disappointed. I feel upset about it. Maybe I had to say certain things in order to be able to like still be like, hey, this is what this live stream is going to be like and all that kind of stuff. I'm still experimenting all this stuff. I'm very, very like curious as to how I can continue to like develop and improve myself. And I think if anything, I'm pretty proud of myself. I'm pretty proud of that stuff myself. My right hand buttons don't work right now at all. How did this happen? I think I know what I have to do. I have to get out of virtual desktop real quick. So pardon me, everybody. Yeah, I really cannot wait until the Steam frame comes out. I really cannot wait until the Steam frame comes out. But anyways, the point I'm trying to get about here is, I forgot what my point is in the first place. No, experimental ways. I want to find new ways to make sure I can provide my content out to you all. And also to find a way to ensure that you all know I want to do my very best for you. So that's why I'm doing this experiment of different things, trying to outreach, trying to grow. Because growth is important, I will say. I know I don't make it a big deal, but it has to be done in order for me to, like, you know, A, feel pretty good about what I do, I suppose, and B, to be able to, like, challenge me, encourage me, inspire me, be different, but be familiar, you know? Ways that I can reach out to you all and provide that personal vibe, but also, like, provide an entertaining vibe, too. Like, this is like a VTuber's ultimate dilemma. How do you provide enough value to somebody? How do you make yourself stand out? Camera's back. Where's camera? Camera's right here. I'm just gonna do this like this. How to be yourself. Like, how to be a VTuber that stands out. It's not not as easy as people might make it be. Like, it's so easy to just say, oh, you gotta do this and you gotta do that. I get that. You could do all sorts of crazy stuff. Is this like this? Yeah. And this. You can do all sorts of crazy stuff. You can, manipulate sounds. You can manipulate tags. You can use bots. You can do all sorts of stuff. You can really cheat your way up to the big numbers game however you want. But when you get up there, when you're finally sitting at the top of the hill with all these views, maybe even sponsors, maybe even all this kind of stuff, with your bot accounts and everything that you've done, can you seriously sit at the top and just be happy with the content that you made? And I guarantee some people out there will be like, yeah, and just like flash their millions at me. But this is kind of the problem here. We, as content creators, need to come together and actually make content that is engaging, invigorating, makes us like laugh, makes us enjoy each other's time, have fun, like challenge our brains, make us think, make us do stuff, make us want to be things. And these people decide, oh, instead, let me just do some brain rot Roblox, or let me just do like random like Italian doctor names or whatever. I can see why brain rot's bad now, because it just not only poisons the minds of younger people, it kills what made the internet very good. There was so much creativity, there was so much uniqueness back in the earlier days. And you know what? That uniqueness and creativity never went away. If anything, now more than ever, there's even more expansive ways to just make more and more content that can truly captivate the hearts of many. I'm trying to be one of those people. And now, don't get me wrong, I'm a very small blip in a very massive industry. But for anybody who comes to my corner of the internet, it's almost like, when you think about it, think of VTube being like one massive convention. And sometimes some booths are closed, some booths are open. But more often than not, there's usually more open than closed at any given moment in time. You can go anywhere. You can talk to anyone. You can really just be somewhere that's not here. Yet here you are. You're here. You take your time with me. You enjoy what I have to say. You make me feel special. And I appreciate that a lot. I really do. Even in a smaller live stream, I can still put this in short form videos because I still have a lovely community. I still have people who I'm very grateful and happy that you want to watch me, that you want to give me a chance. And in exchange, I want to make the best content that I can for you. One that's filled with integrity, one that's filled with honesty, but one that's filled with entertainment and fun and love. Every single piece of what I try to do is something different, something unique, or at the very least, to be able to make you smile. I'm not saying that I'm like the best VTuber out there. There's so many better than me. And honestly, I see a lot of them that I'm just like, I will never compete with that person ever. And I know it's not a competition, but those are the people who get the views. Those are the people who get the opportunities. While I'm just standing here yapping away at a camera, not necessarily saying that I want that stardom, because that stardom is really scary. If it does come upon me, then I'll tackle my challenges as I can tackle them. But at the very least, I am just proud of the fact that I have a community. People who watch me, people who want to spend time with me, and overall, people who just appreciate what I do. Because I try to do a lot. I really do. You guys are on my mind a lot, and that means a lot for like a scatterbrain such as myself, because I want to make sure that I can find new ways. I want to make new videos. I want to do cute stuff. I want to do engaging stuff. I want to find the energy. I want to find the effort. I want to find the ability to just make you guys feel involved. I don't ever want to seem like I'm someone who's begging or demanding something. You can come and go as you so please. I'm just more than happy that I can fulfill a community that just wants to be there for each other. And to ultimately make sure that we actually can. Like, we have a communicative network of people who just want to vibe. Want to have a good time. Sorry, I know I kind of went on a really long tangent, but it's been weighing on my mind a lot lately. Just how it feels like every corner you turn, there's just fakeness and stuff that really isn't worth people's times. But it exists. It happens. Those people are basically like effectively bot farming, you know, the revenue system, and YouTube doesn't care. It's engagement and traffic for them. It's exhausting, but what can I do? I can't fight City Hall. So GRX, I will say dual streaming is not really like, it's not dual streaming to like another platform. It's long form and short form YouTube video recording, which is, I don't think, working as intended. So that's fine. I'm not too worried about it. If anything, like I said, I'm just going on really long yaps. This is effectively like a pseudo video diary, but a video diary that's like live stream version. And I can't really like turn off the camera or say something else that I'm just like would turn it back. I wouldn't mind doing a long form video every now and then to have a smaller audience. Like, I do like having you guys just ask simple questions and I'd be able to answer them for you. And also pour my heart out wherever I can. So yeah, if anything, it's not really working in my favor, but that's fine. I'm not too worried about it personally. Put the right hand monster into the lower roller. At this rate, my right hand right here is gonna turn into a, yes, my right hand is definitely going to be an enemy number 1. They're gonna be an op. Is that okay? That's good. Yeah, it's gonna be an op, enemy number 1. I'll tell you that much. Bye, Skies Edits. I appreciate you being here. Thanks for stopping by. Hi, Bamble the Reckoning. I appreciate you being Bamble the Reckoning. I appreciate you being here. Thanks for stopping by. And hi, Danky Dork. I appreciate you being here too. Thanks for stopping by. Alrighty, Iblis. I do hope you take care. I hope you have a good night. So, with that being said, everybody, what time is it? I went past my hour time, but that's okay. I'm sorry for everybody who just joined, the newer people and everything. I just want to let you know that I do have to get off. But I will say this. To everybody that's here, to everybody that has joined, to everybody that just took the time to come and say hi, I just want to let you know that I do appreciate you. And I know this is kind of like a small live stream, but frankly, I'm okay with that. Like, sometimes having like 15 to 20 people at once is a lot, especially when I try to be so personable and try to talk to all of them. And I'm getting more efficient about it, but I just like this. Like, I'm just kind of rambling off into a camera. So, regardless though, if you are here, if you've been here since the very beginning, or if you just got here, I'm actually going to be getting off now. I'm not really reading chat anymore. And, let me see chat. You know, bye, thank you, Mello. I really do appreciate that. I think I'm gonna get off now, but I will say one more thing. As I always do for every end of my live streams, just please take the time to be there for someone who needs it. Like, take the time to give a sense of appreciation, a positive comment, maybe something that could make someone stay or uplift their spirits. You have the power to do so. Do it with someone you feel comfortable with, and just make sure that you let them know that you appreciate them. You know, maybe hug a family member just a little bit tighter if you have to. And remember that by the end of the day, you're worth it. Thank you so much, everybody. I hope you all have a good night and enjoy the rest of your Monday night or Tuesday morning. I would take it potentially. Whatever the case, enjoy the rest of your time. And remember, stay safe, stay healthy, and remember, be you. Good night, everybody.